All right, good Wednesday morning, everybody. So we had another calf this morning. I thought we were done calving, but surprise, surprise. So this is a new calf. Nice black bull. Mama's a little bit nervous. I just let them let all the cows out in the pasture out front, just so I can give them a little more privacy. She's a little nervous, and so's the calf. So they always do better when they're alone once they first calve. Just a dirty screen. All right, I got a few minutes before I got to go inside and do some paperwork for the calf or the calf numbers. Working on the truck, just trying to get this axle shaft that goes in here. It's on the table. I got a new automatic vacuum line or vacuum seal for the four-wheel drive. Anyways, you press it onto this yoke of the. Anyways, I don't have that. It's a big piece that goes over it, and you can put it in a press and press it down. I don't have that, so I'm trying to make one out of just 2 steel plates and threaded rod. So far, not so great. Gotta get 2 more. Holes don't seem to line up straight, so it doesn't pull straight. All right, I gotta bring this over to my cousin's. He's got a shop press. I'm gonna press that in. I got this all sorted out now. Just have to push on the outside here. It shouldn't take too much force to push that in. It's better than this. This doesn't work. All right, so we got that pressed on. I went to my cousin's and he helped me out with that. Next is the axle dust cap or whatever you want to call it. I'm not too sure if I have the right one, but I'm just gonna press this thing on and see if it holds. All right, so the dust cap for the axle is really easy to put on. You just tap it on with a hammer. You can see how much rust there is inside of this axle housing. It has been, well, there's no seal. There hasn't been a seal in there in like probably 10 years. So a lot of water got in there. I'm just gonna take a brush. All right, so I just plugged in the hoover here. Gonna suck out all the dirt with the hoover. Hopefully we can clean up the axle housing nice and clean. The pipe on the hoover is just perfect. It fits right in like that. Give it a go. Trying to take this stud out of this hub. We're replacing the hub with another hub we had, just because we have a bearing at the end that went and I can't seem to find a replacement bearing for it, so I'm just going to change the whole hub. Gotta get this stud out. I don't have torches, I have this little dinky bottle. Alright, it took me some time to get this manual locking hub in to the spline. You got to get the shaft of the axle and the outside gear lined up. So I had to take everything off, put it on, then slide it back on. And I just got the rotor on, but everything spins nicely. That seal seated right into the housing nicely. So caliper's got to go on. Then we can put this tire on. Then I want to do the drive shafts, and then I want to put the cab on. So we'll do all this brake stuff. It needs new calipers. We'll do that later. That's no rush. I just want to get this cab on and make it look like a truck again. All right, so the caliper's on. There's actually nothing wrong with this caliper. The other side seized. The caliper was like seized up while I was driving, so I figured this one was going to go too. But for now, we're just going to leave it like that because it actually is still good. You see that clip in there? I forgot to put that. And there's 2 washers in a square. It looks like it's actually a piece of plastic. It looks like a nut, but it's just plastic. It's kind of like a washer. Anyways, I forgot to put that. I was cleaning up and I noticed it there. I was like, shoot, that's important. The only bad side is I had to take this thing out. And this thing is so freaking hard to put back in. If it doesn't go in right away, I'm screwed. And I have to, oh no. I literally have to take off everything, fit it back in when it's out of with the shafts out, and then go from there, because it's horrendous. Oh, I just took it out. Oh, well, I'll let you know. All right, I just threw on the drive shafts just to see if they're the right length, and bang on, brother. Now I just need some shackles on there to hold it up. I gotta tighten these a little bit more. A little bit of a gap there. Front one too. Beautiful. Big shout out to Ottawa Drive Shaft. Thanks so much. It was $850, but hopefully I don't have to change them ever again. All right, so this build's coming along pretty quickly. We got to do the cross universal joint in there. That's done. I can do that myself. I have the cross piece. Just got to take everything off. And this caliper needs to be changed. That thing's seized up. We also need a downpipe, so we need a flange that goes over there and another bolt so that we can run our exhaust straight down, up, and then I don't know yet. I'm not too sure if I'm going to put a stack or not. But for now, we got our other wheel on the other side. That's back where it's supposed to be. I can't get this damn thing in for the life of me. I've been trying for a while. I thought there was like a flat spot. You gotta match it up, but it doesn't appear to be that. So I gotta get this gear lined up with these gears, but I also have to get this spline lined up with this spline, and that turns obviously. So it's kind of like changing the PTO on a 3150 John Deere from 540 to 1000. 1000 is always hard to get in, and that's basically the same damn thing. We're gonna get the cab on soon. We gotta bring the cab in actually. I gotta cut the hole in the floor for the shifter. And then we gotta just watch everything as we put it down and make sure this doesn't hit the firewall. And once the cab is on, then we can start really doing a lot of stuff. We can gotta make a bracket for the intercooler. So this intercooler here is for the breathe cold air for the well, it's gonna breathe air. Well, it is cold air for the turbo, suck in nice cold air. So we have to do that once the cab is on. We got to get the bolts all down for the cab, and then it's gonna start looking like a truck once the cab's on. There's a couple things I got to do yet. I got a sleeve for this tank. I never put the sleeve in. It's kind of like a plastic protector. It also makes the tank a little bit bigger, but as you can see, it slides around. Obviously when it's full, it won't slide around as much, but when it does slide around, it's going to be heavier, and I'm just afraid I'm going to wear the tank out because it's right on the plastic and that's metal straps. So I don't know, I'm not too sure yet. Anyways, also another piece back here. This is the end of the brake line, and this has to come connecting to this. And this is old, rotten, original. I used it because the brass piece here was good. But unfortunately I have to change everything now. So just that, really. I kinked a line here. and I was hammering on this damn yoke to get it off. I didn't have to actually get it off at the end, but anyways, so that's got a little kink to it. I don't know if I have to change that or not. Gotta finish painting this. I want to paint those shocks too. They're actually still good, those shocks. I was gonna change them, but they're still good. Also gotta get a filler tank. I have to make a flatbed or buy a flatbed or leave it like that for now. I don't know. Anyways, once the cab is on, we gotta go through the whole cab. We gotta do some body work. We gotta take the carpet out. The whole underneath the carpet's all wet. It's a sealed cab, but it's all wet underneath. I don't know why. So we gotta do a lot of stuff in the cab. Just getting the cab back on will be a little tricky, but it came off pretty easy, so hopefully it goes on better. And well, then we can start running some wires and batteries and yada yada yada. So I'm hoping this will be done. Now, realistically, January or February it should be complete. So around March it'll be done. So March is the 1 year. 1 year I started this. I started this in March, basically. So I'd like to do it in a year or less. I don't want this to take 5 years. I don't want this to take 10 years, but you know, that's life. Sometimes it happens and you can't get your stuff done. It's not like I don't have anything else to do. So for that, I think I'm done here. I don't know. I'm gonna look at some videos and maybe try to figure out how to, maybe a trick or something to get this in, but I don't know. Maybe I'll go on camera now. It's just, it seems like a very easy thing. You know? That's the thing, like look, this is an old hub. Boom. In she goes. So, the problem is the middle shaft, because there is no middle shaft in there, right? That's why it goes in so well. So, obviously something's jiving here. And you're thinking, well, maybe this hub is not made for this, but well, I took everything off and it goes in here perfectly. You know. And what I did before, I forgot, before I put the clip that's supposed to go on in there, I actually slid this over the hub when the shaft was out, and then I put the hub back on. And like I did it backwards kind of thing, and it went on. But then I realized, well, there's a clip I forgot in there, so I had to take this off and put that in. Now I'm back to square one. I even tried switching it to manual. Anyways, I won't bore you with that too much. Thanks for watching. This video was a little bit different than usual, but hope you like it. Thanks for watching, and till tomorrow.